Hi all, welcome to this Team of the Week 10 predictions. This looks like a very tasty Team of the Week. Apologies for this obviously being up today. I was hoping to get up last night, but joys of not being 100% with my Team of the Week predictions. But if we could smash links would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at @GIsALegend. All the links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always. Footbin link as usual in description, and same for Kieran's predictions. And the front three of Griezmann, Hazard and Ronaldo genuinely could happen, and we'll delve into it. So goalkeeping wise is quite a difficult one. In terms of a main goalkeeper, I feel the reserve goalie of Nadal looks pretty comfortable. It's who else would come in with him. So Nadal of Albacete made 7 saves and kept a clean sheet, and I would say is a very confident shout about him. He was very impressive in their game, and I would say should get in as a reserve goalkeeper. But we know with FIFA that sometimes they decide to throw a curveball in. Now, in terms of a second goalkeeper, you're looking at Oblak, Donnarumma or Neuer. That's kind of the main three that seems to be standing out. If anyone else gets in as a goalkeeper, I'd be a bit suspicious. I've seen a few predictions go Sommer. Sommer I can't see happening, and would be very weird as well if he was to happen. But Oblak made 4 saves and a clean sheet. In terms of Donnarumma, he made 4 saves and a clean sheet and got a 7.5 on Gazzetta. Neuer made 4 saves, a clean sheet and a 1.5 on Kicker. But for Donnarumma's case, other Italians getting ahead of him, and in Neuer's case the same applies. So that is why Oblak gets the nod. But in all honesty, Oblak's been very consistent all season and deserves a spot at least. Defensive wise, our main 4 defenders, we start off with Acerbi. He got a goal, a clean sheet and a 7 on Gazzetta in the 3-0 victory over Bosnia. That's how he gets in. This is also how Donnarumma would get the nod ahead potentially. But I feel Acerbi defensively deserves his spot. Chilwell got a hat-trick of assists and a clean sheet. Now this becomes tricky. England ran riot against Montenegro 7-0. Now we're going to assume England's going to get an inform, maybe 2 over the 2 games. Now the big problem is, does Chilwell get dropped or does someone else like Kane get his spot in? But I would say Chilwell has a strong shout of happening regardless. It depends if they decide to not go for 2 England options. Lanier, 1 goal, 1 assist for Austria. Alba's the only other shout really from Austria that could get in, and I feel he walks in pretty comfortably. And now Mexer for Mozambique got a goal and a clean sheet. There is another Bordeaux player that has a strong shout as well this week in Benito, but Mexer got another goal in the 2-2 draw yesterday. It was very impressive in that game. But Mexer deserves his spot, and he's actually one of the few. I've seen very few people even mention Mexer. So that kind of shows, have they maybe looked into the African games enough to say, well, could he happen? But I feel he could. He would definitely deserve his spot, especially going over the 2 games performances. So we'll see what happens, of course. But defensively, they're kind of like my main 4 shouts. Lanier, Chilwell, Acerbi, I'd imagine would be my main 3. Other defensive options are kind of tight this week, so you're kind of clutching a little bit at straws. I know some will say Varane, but he only got a 6, and usually a 6 on L'Equipe is kind of laughable. So Ben Sabiani is another one, but obviously same applies with Lanier, because he's watching Gladbach. Does watching Gladbach get 2 defensive options? And you've got Ginter as well, I realise as well. So that kind of shows watching Gladbach from a form view were very impressive for their team, their nations. Midfield, Kroos is a starting option for us. 2 goals, 1 assist and a 1 on Kicker. He was man of the match, player of the game for that German result against Belarus. But as we've said, Ginter or Neuer could easily be put ahead of him, so be wary of that. Again, 1 goal, 1 assist against Cyprus. He got a hat-trick when it was the last international break, and it was at last inform it looked like. Second international break for him, and it bags another inform, and that looked actually quite a juicy inform. Moreno, 1 goal and a hat-trick of assists for Spain as they destroyed Malta 7-0. They may also get 1 for the 5-0 demolition job against Romania, so be wary of that. Selne's got 2 assists for Norway in their result. Sorloth got 2 goals in the same game, but I feel looking at how Selne's played, I think that will get him the sneak. The only problem is he is a left mid, so that's kind of a bit annoying, but it is what it is. Skov 2 goals, 1 assist for Denmark. Eriksson is touted as well, but I feel Skov is the most likely option from that game. And then my final midfield option is Harry Wilson, 1 goal, 1 assist. And I was kind of glad he was a gold, because if he was a silver, I don't think I would have put him in. But because he's a gold, he will get the nod in, and actually a good position change, because he goes from right wing to cam. And the way he's been playing this season, if he gets an upgrade and also this inform, then the inform itself could actually be a little bit more usable if the inform sees any potential upgrades later in the year. On to the forwards, it is quite juicy. And I will admit, I think 4 of these will happen, 1 will not, but I still feel confident about all 5 regardless. So Griezmann, 1 goal, 1 assist and an 8 on L'Equipe. Now, Griezmann ran right. Like, he got an 8 on L'Equipe. No one else, like, Tolisso is the only other man that will get a shout, I would say, from a French perspective. He got a 7. But Griezmann is literally the only man that should get in from France, and a second inform. It is 4 weeks ago, so he has a big enough window to work with. Hazard, 2 goals, 1 assist, should walk in. This week was very impressive. Immobile, 2 goals, 1 assist and an 8 on Gazzetta in the 9-1 win over Armenia. This is where Zanolo could sneak in for his 8. He was man of the match and got an 8.5. You could also see Chiesa, you could also see Orsolini, so be very wary of this. But Immobile should happen, despite also his road to the final card that's just happened as well. But you kind of back yourself into a corner when you do silly cards. So, but Immobile should still happen despite that. Kane a hat-trick in the 7-0 win against Montenegro, and so that would be a second inform. Obviously, he's weeks and weeks ago since his first inform, so big enough window. And then Cristiano Ronaldo got himself a hat-trick for Portugal in their victory, and I would say, looking at it, he was left wing and then he was kind of like playing striker, so they may give him a striker card, they may give him a left wing card. It will be interesting to see what they do, but I would imagine he should still happen regardless. Now, I would say, would all 5 happen? I would say they could, but this is where, as you've seen, there's a lot of 81s and then there's a big juice up in like the higher ends. So we'll see how this kind of plays out. There are like easily a couple other options they could easily go, but we'll see what they do. Time will tell. Then on to my reserves, we have, well, it's not all just reserves because Pukki would have been probably on like the bench, but Zardes got himself 2 goals for USA as they beat Canada 4-1. Dedu got himself a hat-trick for Senegal in their 4-1 victory. O'Donovan got himself a hat-trick for Brisbane Roar as they beat Melbourne City 4-3. You'll see a few folk going McLaren in their predictions. And while O'Donovan's were 2 penalties, I still feel he will happen. And what helps him is that he is a gold, silver to a gold. Osman got himself 2 goals, 2 assists for Nigeria, just under his Player of the Month card, so keep that in mind. Pukki 2 goals, this could also be a hero card for Finland as they qualify for the Euros for the first time. And Vergara got himself a hat-trick in the Colombian playoffs. Now this one could happen, it could not, it may not, sorry. This is where they may go like someone like a Benito, for example, or a Jacobson, or someone else that may get in over Vergara. I feel like Vergara's hat-trick in a Colombian playoff, because they're still playing it in their own league, then it should still in theory happen. That's what I would assume anyway. So that's my main team of the week done, folks. So in terms of possibles, we have Benito 1 goal, 2 assists for Switzerland as they beat Gibraltar 6-1. Jacobson 1 goal, 1 assist and a clean sheet as Wickham beat Tranmere 2-0. It was a penalty, so it may go against them. Jimenez 2 goals, 1 assist for Mexico. The only downside is because of his road to the final card just happening, but the same applies with Immobile, so you may see Jimenez make the cut. Kral 1 goal, 1 assist. Zanolo 2 goals, 1 assist and an 8.5 on Gazzetta. He was man of the match in the game last night against Armenia in the 9-1 game, so you may even see 3 Italian informs possibly. You've also got Ben Sabiani 1 goal and clean sheet. Kadri 2 goals, Sorloth 2 goals, Belotti 1 goal, 1 assist, man of the match and a 7.5 on Gazzetta. Donnarumma, 4 saves, a clean sheet and a 7.5 on Gazzetta. Ginter, 1 goal, 1 assist, a 1.5 on Kicker. Neuer, 4 saves, a clean sheet and a 1.5 on Kicker. Unal for 2 goals, and that is pretty much the main bulk of the informs this week. Could I see any sneaky ones pop in, like a Sommer or a Wharton, for example, for 2 goals? I can't 100% see it. I can see why some folk have gone Wharton, but I feel that's why Jakobsen would get the nod over him, or that's why Dediu would get in. But we'll see what happens, folks. We're hoping for a good scoring week. I don't see me changing really this much now going into the Footbin Predictions League. But as always, folks, let me know in the comments down below, is there anyone that I may have completely missed at all? Smash the likes, as always, would be massively appreciated, folks. Take it easy all, thanks for watching, and I will catch you all later.